Ang TNC po ay nakikiisa sa sambayan ng Pilipino para sa isang mapayapang bagong Pasko.
Ang bagong Pasko ay simbolo ng bagong pag-asa. Ito ay isang pagkakataon upang ating mapagnilayan ang mga kaganapan sa ating buhay. Maligayang Pasko!
Ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay hindi mararamdaman sa mga palamuti o karangyaan sa ating kapaligiran, kundi sa alab ng pag-ibig sa ating mga dibdib. Maligayang Pasko sa inyong lahat.
Lahat tayo ay nakaranas ng hirap nitong taon na to. Dahil sa pandemya, nawalan tayo ng oportunidad. Kahit na anong mangyari, pinipilit pa din natin makapagbigay ng saya sa iba. Yan ang diwa ng bagong Pasko.
Para sa akin, ang bagong Pasko ay hindi concerned sa handaan o sa mga regalo. Sharing, giving, taking care of each other. Sana simula ngayong bagong Pasko, ganun na lahat tayo. Merry Christmas po sa inyong lahat.
Christmas is always a reminder to have an attitude of gratitude. And that means sharing the love and appreciating everything that matters to you. Greeting everybody a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Christmas is a celebration of life.
And let us all be grateful that we are enjoying God's gift of life.
Maligayang
Pasko po sa inyong lahat.
Ang bagong Pasko ay simple at payak, nakasentro sa ating pamilya at sa ating Panginoon. Maligayang Pasko!
I want to remind everyone that we should treasure the connection that we have. We have our friends, our family, and of course, Jesus Christ.
Para sa akin, ang diwa ng Pasko hindi nagbabago kahit kailan. Ito ay panahon ng pagmamahalan, pag-iibigan. Walang makakatalo sa pagmamahal na binigay sa atin ng Panginoon.
Dapat din natin tandaan ang totoong diwa ng Pasko, si Kristo Jesus. Noon, ngayon, at magpakailanman. Greeting everyone, a merry, blessed, and virtual Christmas to all.
Ang bagong Pasko para kanako, dili ang masigarbong pagsaulo, kundi ang pag-ambit o ginabang sa mga taong mas nanginahanglan ng panahon sa pandemya. Wishing you a joyful and meaningful Christmas despite these challenging times.
Ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay ang pag-iingat sa ating mga sarili, pagiging ligtas sa kapahamakan, at pagpapabuti sa ating kalusugan. Wishing you a happy and safe Christmas.
Ngayong bagong Pasko, isabuhay natin at maging saksi sa kaganapan sa Belen. Maligayang bagong Pasko.
What does the new Christmas mean to me? It means reconnecting. Reconnecting with the people you love, the people you care about, the people you have not spoken with in a long time, that always made you happy. Because right now, everyone is going through something. Maligayang Pasko.
We should never forget, Christ is still the reason for the season.
The new Christmas for us is focusing on the basic unit of society, which is our family, and virtual togetherness with friends and relatives.
And of course, sharing your blessings to others in need.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Celebrate Christmas with full of gratitude. Merry Christmas.
Ang bagong Pasko ay sumisimbolo sa katatagan ng pag-asa. Para sa akin, bago o luma, ang Pasko ay tungkol sa pagmamahal mo sa pamilya mo at pagiging mabuti sa kapwa.
Christmas is the season of giving, but you cannot give if your hands are closed. So open your hands and your hearts and give. In your open hands, we receive so much more. Wishing you a prosperous Christmas, and remember, financial freedom is in your hands.
Christmas is the season of giving. It is best spent with our families. But let us not also forget that this is the celebration of the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Para sa akin, ang diwa ng bagong Pasko ay ang pagkakaroon ng mas madaming oras para sa ating mga pamilya. I think this year we can use this pandemic to have more time with your family. Maligayang Pasko!
Christmas is always about sharing and caring, loving ourselves and loving others. Wishing you all a very merry, meaningful, blessed, and healthy new Christmas.
Ang bagong Pasko para sa akin, malayo man tayo sa isa't isa, ang pagmamahal ay atin pa rin maipadarama. Maligayang Pasko po at manigong bagong taon sa inyong lahat.
saya na palitan ng kaba. Itado may pag-asa pa. Ang hamon na panahon ngayon, tayo'y pinaglayo ng pagkakataon. Ngunit ikaw nag-iisa, huwag ka nang mangalamba. May kasama ka kahit nasan ka pa. Malayo man malapit din, ang Pasko'y darating pa rin. May buha man may kitingin, basta tayo'y magkapiling. Sa mundong nagdidilim, tanganiya'y malilinig. Ang pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwan na bagong Pasko. Sabihin mo ang bagong umaga, sa pagkakatapay bumangon ka. Sa Paskong darating, pangarap ay tuloy pa rin. Kapayapaan ang maghahari sa atin. Malayo man malapit din, ang Pasko'y darating pa rin. May luha man may ngitirin, basta tayo'y magkapiling. Sa mundong nagdidilim, tanganiya'y magnininig. Ang pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwan na bagong Pasko. Kahit na magkalayo, ikaw ang lagi nasa puso. Kahit nasaan ka pa, tama pa rin ang pagsinta. Ang pagsinta, malayo man malapit din, ang Pasko'y darating pa rin. May luha man may ngitirin, basta tayo'y magkapiling. Sa mundong nagdidilim, tanganiya'y magninig. Ang pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwan na malayo man malapit din, ang Pasko'y darating pa rin. May luha man may ngitirin, basta tayo'y magkapiling. Sa mundong nagdidilim, tanganiya'y magninig. Ang pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwan na bagong Pasko. Pagmamahal sa puso mo, ang diwan na bagong Pasko.
The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the new channel. Here to help you see the new you. This is Jesse Francis Rebustillo, your host to this wonderful program, the HR Hotline. Welcome back to HR Hotline. This is a special day because before 30 minutes ago, I was crying. I started my day with a webinar. For the past few days, too busy. Too busy with webinars. No complaints. This is what I'm doing now. It's working from home, and I am paid for what I like to do. But of course, the cost of these webinars, my voice, which is why you should actually pay me. But I am not pulling my leg. I would like if my dear friend Maricor is watching, viewing now, I am taking this, and I'm not actually a a model for this supplement. I am taking that, but my voice it's actually retained. I have been blabbing, talking for since Monday, morning and afternoon webinars, results-based management, emotional intelligence, and effective training evaluation for three, one association and the other two, one government agency and the other one is for an organization. So of course, I take Luya. Luya. Oh, this is actually from my dear friend uh, Ellen Folido, Star City. I just hope it's open already. Well, anyway, yeah. So just imagine that at my age 64, and I'm doing everything that is online using my voice, but I can still retain it. It's, of course, the vitamins, the supplement, and what I'm taking. I would like to thank. Now, why is it that I told you it's a special day? It's the birthday of my mom. That's why I told you 30 minutes ago I was crying because uh, there were at the mausoleum of my dad. There was a little blessing there from my nephew priest, and then they met there. So I had a pang of loneliness. But this is life. It's not even our journey because it's happening. It's life. I'm still scared to go home to Bicol. And it's a birth. She's 94. If you ask me what's the big deal, she's 94. And she can still see, very sharp eyes, thin hair. I was showing her my room, and she was telling me, "Why do you have Christmas lights in your room?" And I went out and showed her my Christmas tree. And again, she told me, "Why a lot of decoration?" Very sharp. And she still paints. And she hates also the pandemic because she still would like to teach ballet. So happy birthday, my mom. And also the happy birthday, Virgie Mendoza, a dear friend in PMAP, and the mom of Ricky. in Batangas, and the mom of Serily. A lot of celebrations to be celebrated, but it is still scary. I am afraid of what I'm seeing. The one in Cebu and the one in Baguio, wherein people are already congregating. But I subscribed to the DOH report, whether you like it or not. There are still infections and there are still deaths. So I'm afraid about it. No. Why is this also important? Because this is the third time that we're going to have a dedicated day for consultation and for job fair. For those who are viewing us now, share so that we can have an engagement. You know what we do is you are going to share with me your thoughts in the chat box. So whom do we have now? We have Jean Bragado. Yes, good afternoon. And Maricor Militante. And of course, Jen. Jen, you were texting me, Jen, something. We were not able to talk about it. Let's talk about it this afternoon. Then, but Jen, I would like to ask you to be engaged. And then Ami, thank you for the greeting to my mom. To my mom. Ami is there. Ami is my wonderful secretary. Way then. And what is wonderful with her? A little bit inches in the waist, but she does her Zumba. But she can retain her beautiful face. Now, why are we having this concentrated on consultation? Because this is HR hotline. And when Lloyd and I conceptualize this should be what should be in the show. So every Thursday, but we're going to have it, and we're going to ask your thoughts on on the things that my students in PMAP and ECOP are sending me. I even have one here. By the way, I would like also to greet um, the brother of my dear friend, Femery Kavantak. Is celebrating also his birthday today. So just imagine that. Of course, there are billions of people around the world, but you can see what you call this, the coincidences, the miracle that uh, things happens uh, at the same time. So you're really aligned. So that is really wonderful. Now, going back to what we're going to do, you know, I am doing effective training evaluation. I have 44 attendees, various various organizations. And during the conversation, tomorrow will be our second day. I am doing interactive. I already changed my style also in the webinars. I found out that even in learning and development, and most especially in HR, there are problems. We are beset with problems. Beset with problems. And I think that is part of our life. People are dynamic. We are supposed to manage. And we are managing different types of people. So, would you like us to start? For a while, I will try to look for it because it really came in PMAP. Somebody from PMAP sent it, and I got it as our first. Family, you join us. I would like to listen to your thoughts here. Listen, si Jenna makikinig. Oh, Leo, you're here. Leo, birthday ngayon ni Mami. I am requiring my cousins. I send them share. Leo, Donald, Nelda to be around kasi this is one way that they can see me and I can see them. Strategies that we can be together. Oh my God, my loved ones are here. Leo and Donald and Nelda is here. Heidi Ida Lumaino, you're here also. Okay, so let us know. Let us go to it because time runs so fast. And I'm excited again. So here is the first problem, things that was sent to us, consulting us. Good afternoon po. May I ask advices regarding po sa issue po? Naku, napaka-HR talaga, ang dami niyang po para siyang Sinoro Honor. May I ask advices regarding po sa issue po sa company namin? We have an employee po na supervisor na nanuntok. Gusto ko marinig ang mga ano ninyo ha, Leo, Dola, mag-join kayo sa chat group. Supervisor na nanuntok sa isang rank and file. Nako, marami akong kwento niyan. Dahil trigger po siya nung staff. Trigger nung staff yung boss. Okay, supervisor. Nagbigyan na po sila ng kaukulang penalty, pero itong nanuntok, nag-file po sa barangay. Ay, hindi na gusto. Kasi po, feeling niya, di makatarungan ang penalty na ibabla sa kanila. Dapat po ba magimasok pa po si company dito sa personal issues na po nila ito? Incident happened during the working hours po yung nanuntok sila. O yan po ang utang pag-uusapan natin. Ang dami po ako na nakalista rito na mga problema na pag-uusap-usapan natin. So get ready on what are your thoughts, Maricor, Jennifer. May isang nanuntok yung boss, yung supervisor, na trigger nung under. Tapos nagbigay na ng penalty. Hindi na gusto yung rank and file, pinarangay. Okay, while I'm waiting for your thoughts, let me tell you. I used to work, I will mention this kasi this is facts and long ago. I used to work with Fuji Reynolds in, what do you call that? In Cavite. Then, ako po yung mga unang HR. Best practice ako nun. That I bring as many as 800 to a outing. Ako mga nauna niyan. Alam na alam ko yan. That was way back in 1994. Wala pa yung mga usong-usong outing na yan. Ako yan. Malikot ang utak ko. So we were around, at the time we were around mga almost 1,000. Dinala ko yan. What is this? This resort in Quezon, yung mayroong water, you eat with yung water sa river, yun. Owned by a friend of mine. Can you help me? Anybody can recall what is that resort in beyond Lucena? Anyways, nalasing kasi isa rin ako yun. Siyempre, kami? It's not for the Reynolds. I am working with home cable. Home cable yun. So mga lineman. Okay. Nalasing. Habang siya nalasing, nagsasayaw doon sa table. So he was trying to be corrected by one of the supervisor. Nagwala. He was a team leader. Nagwala siya. In front of everybody. Kawawa. Kasi he was a good person. Nalasing siya. At hindi naman nagsuntukan. Nakapag-away lang. So, anong gagawin namin? Everybody is there. We were trying sana to ask her, siyempre may due process. But it happened. And of course, the other way around ito. Management decided kasi baka naman nga pamarisan. So that happened. That happened to me. Yung mga away-away. Or even when I was in Inquirer, if anybody here is listening from Inquirer, there was a time na mayroong nag-aaway doon sa taas. So what will you do? You know what I did at the time? I went up and pacified. Sabi ko, para wala tayong kaso, stop it. Kasi sabi ko, kung magkakaso tayo, unionize tayo, one of you will lose your job. So that's what I did. Pero anyway, kwento ko lang yun. So I would like to hear again with this situation. Good afternoon po. I would like to ask an advice. A supervisor na nantok sa isang rank and file at nabigyan sila ng kaukulang penalty na, but the what do you call this? Yung rank and file, nag-file ulit ng kaso. Okay. Nag-file ulit siya ng kaso. So we have here from Maricor. The company policy code of conduct must prevail, not the barangay. O siyempre, sa loob. Sa loob. Nangyari sa loob. Tama si Pero nga, nag-file sa doon, Maricor. So siguro, ang tanong niya kasi maghihimasok daw yung company doon sa barangay. But I'm very sure the barangay will call HR. Kasi witness. Then we have here from Jennifer. Jennifer, do the rank and file employee and his immediate boss live in the same barangay? Tama nga. Live mo naman, Jen, nag-report dun sa barangay nung company. Were they neighbors? Or was the complaint filed in the same barangay where the incident happened? I think doon sa incident happened. So, the situation now, Jen, is, meron ka pang isang sagot. Since the information provided by the employee is incomplete, I can only surmise that he is only afraid of the personal safety. Hence, he filed the case in the barangay. Ay, ang talino ni Jen. Oo nga naman. Kasi may boss yun eh. At siya yung sinuntok. Kaya siguro, pinadala niya sa barangay. Oo naman ako nga, kaya naman Jen. Siguro kung suntukin ako ng isang boss ko, ilalagay ko man sa barangay for my protection. Tama si Jen. Pero ang tanong nga nung HR, pwede ba daw siya maghimasok? Ang sagot sa atin, the answer of Maricor is that the code of conduct will suffice na yun. Kasi nagbigay na eh. Pero hindi natin alam, Maricor, kung ano naman yung penalty. Balay mo, baka ang penalty suspension. Diba? O malay mo naman, siguro suspension yan. Hindi niya na gusto. But I think I agree with Jennifer na it's more on the protection. Diba? Okay. So I would like to ask from our viewers ngayon, marami po tayo ngayon eh. I'm just trying to look. Marami tayo ngayon, even from Leo and all. Ano ba dapat ang gawin yan? Siyempre for your protection. Yung agreed party, siyempre always, yung rank and file. Nasuntok na siya, tapos hindi naman tatama si Jen. Hindi naman siguro na he is not satisfied with the penalty. It is just for his protection. Okay. Ano ba dapat ang gagawin ng HR muna? I would like to know your thoughts. Heidi, Jennifer, and Maricor, you are here. Ano dapat ba ang gagawin ng HR with this situation? Please share so that we can have a robust discussion. Kasi it happens. You know what I did when I was an inquirer? Kinausap ko sila. Pero nakakatakot yun eh. Kasi, di ba sabi na, kung nandun ka sa nag-aaway and you are a witness, baka makasama ka. May sagot si Maricor, if not satisfied with the decision, then appeal to the HR. Oo nga naman. And upper management. And I think dapat siguro yun ang ginawa ng HR. Kasi within the organization siya. I would like to, so the role of HR, one is, for me, is to pacify. So, ang sabi ni Leo, hindi niya daw dapat sinuntok. Oy, si Leo nandun siya sa rank and file. I can feel you. He is his supervisor. Tama ka, Leo. O, dito natin pag-usapan yan. Naturingan ka pang supervisor, ikaw yung nanuntok. Tama ka, Leo. Sana disciplinary action lang ang ginawa niya. as a supervisor. Don't use your position to fight. Very good ang aking pinapakatalino gaya ko. Yan, sinasabi ko yan sa mga leadership. Nasa posisyon ka. Ay, excited na ako. Nauubos ang boses ko. Nasa posisyon ka. Trigger ka. Sinuntok mo. Ay, hindi yun maganda. Tama ka, Leo. Kaya ka nga manager is to manage. Kaya nga supervisor, ito supervise. May kulang dyan ang HR. Kasi dapat nagkaroon ng kinuha sana ako at si Maricol. At si Jen, nagturo sana kami ng leadership. Nagturo sana kami ng leadership. Sabi ni Maricor, HR to act as an arbiter. Right, also. Dapat, that's the job of the HR. Kasi, you manage eh. This of course comes. Dapat you must know. Dapat hindi kayong, dito na yung empathy, dito na yung pakikipagkapwa. Talk to the concerned. Maricar, you're correct. Yan yung sinabi sa atin ni Ulrich. There are a lot of HR. You're just there in front of your laptops, not moving around. You have to move around to get the feel of the person. Kasi nagtitrigger na pala eh. Jennifer, agree with you, Leo. The supervisor needs to undergo anger management. Jennifer, I love you. Isi-share ko ito mamaya. Dapat imbitahan tayong tatlo na ma-record, Jennifer, at mag-anger. Si Roman Boyson nandito. Kasama na si Roman Boyson, pumunta tayo doon, taga-PMAP ito at mag-anger management. Kasi actually, tama si Leo. Saan mag-umpisa ka sa root? Saan nagkulang? Yung understanding ng supervisor. Kaya dyan luluklok, kaya mataas ang sweldo mo. Okay, I agree with Jen. Anger management training aside from disciplinary action. Una man, kasi alam mo ang sitwasyon, not always all the time, na of course, wala kang pinapanigan, pero dapat yung obligasyon, conscientiousness. Help me with the right words, Jennifer. The conscientiousness, yung responsibility, accountability ng somebody ascendant, na dapat ikaw ay magiging ikaw yung, wala pa yung HR, dapat mayroon kang balanced mind. Na you are being triggered, di ba? Di ba you're being triggered? Bakit ka nanuntok? And anyway, nangyari na nga. So, nangyari na. Heidi, can I hear from you what are your thoughts, and Roman? So that is not the case. Kasi it happens. Na may nagsuntukan, then right si Leo. Kasi if you look at it, yung culture muna. Let us go into the culture. Maybe this is a factory. So, ano dapat talaga ang gagawin ng HR? Well, yun na ngayon na nakikinig ka, share ko ito. The first thing that you have to do, even if you are work from home, if you are face-to-face, look into that culture. The culture of discipline. Diba? Discipline is not yung discipline na penalty. The culture of discipline that you know what you are supposed to do. Yun ang discipline. Come on time. The culture of discipline for the supervisor. Yung discipline, yung mindset niya. And then tama siya na dapat alam mo kasi, Jen, the usual na mga nagtitraining sa mga supervisory, planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, nakalimutan yung mga bagong competencies required. And you are right. There should be a full-length or a module on anger management. Kasi life is very stressful. Oh, naman, we understand. Even the rank and file or the, magkipag-away. There is a post here from Maricor. More stern disciplinary action on the erring supervisor. I agree. I agree. And to undergo counseling, rehabilitation of attitude disposition, otherwise not up to be a leader. Ay, Maricor, dapat kunin ka ng consultant. Taga PMAP yan. Pinadala yan sa PMAP sa atin. I just don't want to mention. Ang dami nga nag-share. Diba? Yeah. Kasi dapat ascendancy. Sino ang ascendancy? For all. And share this to all. Ang matalino, nakakaintindi. I don't know if my Tagalog is correct, but in English, the intelligent person understands. In Covey, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Then you are become ascendant. It is the transactional analysis of of a parent to a child. Correct me if I am wrong. Nandito na tayo dyan sa usapan na nito. Kasi si Leo, pinasok nga yung, it's more the obligation of the supervisor to understand. Yeah, I agree with Maricor. More stern disciplinary action. Kaya siguro, feel aggrieved. Kasi malay mo, nasuntok na nga yung tao, malay mo, pareho pa, sinuspendang sila ng 3 days. Diba? Ayan, si Maricor willing to help. Pareho kami niyan. Alam mo, Maricor, kakatapos ko lang ng webinar doon sa Kalinga. Ay, sabi ko, next time, this is for free. Diba? Yung, we're willing to help. Kasi nakikita mo na there is something wrong with what is happening. So this time, I think the problem is not actually the situation na nagsuntukan at nag-penalty. I think the root of this problem is the culture and yung competency. Kaya ang dapat niyan, dapat tanggalin yung sobra ka naman, Leo, supervisor, kasi alam niya na rule na pag nanuntok ka sa company, lalo regular employee, automatic alam mo na mangyayari sa'yo. Ay, oo nga, Leo, you are correct. Kasi there are some code of discipline na kung ikaw talaga medyo, yung ang tawag nun, what is that, physical, that really cause, termination of your employment. That is true. That is true. Alam mo yun eh. Kasi di ba, ang tingin ko nito, baka yung orientation nila kulang din. Kulang din. Kaya, alam mo kasi, yung onboarding and orientation, we only do that when they come in. Alam mo, just like the gospel, kami ni Maricor, mga Marian devotee kami, nagsisimba kami. If you look at the gospel, it comes back every 3 years. It is a cycle. So yung narinig mo ngayon na Gospel of St. Paul, it will come back after 3 years. Ganun din po, ang onboarding and orientation, ibabalik mo yan. Kasi baka nga tama si Leo, nakalimutan ng supervisor na ang physical contact, especially from ascendant, it will cost you your job. Oo nga. Pero Leo, alam mo, hindi natin alam yung kanilang FK. Hindi tayo magimasok doon sa kanilang code of discipline. But you are right. Universally, you are right. Kasi ang natatakot ako dito, so kasama sa culture, pamarisan. I'm a Bicolano, so my Tagalog is very poor. You will be emulated. Gagayahin siguro. Gagayahin. You will be copied. Diba? So any any disagreement might be in the company, pwedeng magsuntukan na. At mangangana. You know, when I was working in a construction firm, Overoy, that is really, I was so stern. Hindi ako marunong magmura. I grew up na hindi kami tinuruan magmura. Pero there was a time na nagmumura talaga ako. Just imagine yung nag-aaway nasa 14th floor at nahulog hanggang 10th floor. Diba? Yung nagbabatuan. So this is a very nice case. Now, that is situational, what you are supposed to do. Then you follow the rules. And then you go deeper. It's more on the culture and more on the role. So coming from a core, it is the role of HR to be an arbiter. It is the role of HR to set up samples. Coming from Leo, it is incumbent on the supervisor to be aware of what he is doing. Boxing is not actually a reaction because he's supposed to be the one above. And from Jen, yes, more on the anger management. And from Jen also, maybe the rank and file employee is afraid, which is why he reported it to the barangay so that any ensuing, it will not be done. So Maricor, thank you. You have another, on top of the company code of conduct, the hiring supervisor can also be slapped with a criminal case of inflicting bodily injury on others filed by the rank and file. Pero yung problema kasi, Maricor, nung HR nakakasama natin, maghihimasok daw siya. I think the answer is, if barangay calls her, then she should. Tao niya yun eh. Tao niya yun. And she can even provide the witnesses. You know, nandito na papasok din yung, you don't have to keep it. You don't have to keep it. Di ba meron mga ganon? No, parang hindi malaman, just keep it within ourselves. Okay. So, thank you for that. Nako, ang haba na ng pag-usapan natin. Nako, let's have first our break and then we come back, we'll have another. Don't leave kasi we'll have another engaging problem. So, let's have a break, Director. Nakalimutan ko, excited ako ha. Let's have the break, Director. I love this. It's a very engaging conversation. Next Thursday, be sure to be back and we will invite more. So now, nami-miss ko si Pearly, nami-miss ko si Josie, nami-miss ko yung ibang I will invite more so that we can have a robust discussion. Okay. Now, can we just flash the poster of all the TNC shows, Director? I am just going to invite you to look and tune in to the website, the page of TNC, and just look. Alam mo, may mga playlist na yan. May mga playlist niyan. From the big picture down to one day. Even myself, if you're interested, we have playlists, and this is your option. Direct, let us go back kasi ang saya-saya. Ang saya-saya. Okay. So, may sinasabi rito si Leo na kung if you really look at it, kung talaga siyang matanggal, you have to look at it. Ikumpara mo yung sweldo mo at sweldo ng rank and file. That's true. Dahil lang mainit ang ulo mo. And then, sinacrifice niya yung posisyon niya. So I think we have to advise Maricor that HR. Kasi, tama si Leo, na the burden is more on the supervisor. Diba? Although, of course, ito naman sa side ng HR, you only have to incline to management. But in this case, you have to be balanced. Sabi dito ni Maricor, HR may opt to invite the barangay official concerned to give the company's side of the incident. Okay. So yun. So very good that we have this. And then, of course, the due process of law. Next time, mayroon dito, pero will not guess, it will take us time. Ito naman yung sexual harassment, may nangyari. But I have here, kasi you only have only around 10 minutes. Ito, kilala ito ni Maricor. Jen, I would like to know you an ID. My boss, who is a priest, has instructed me to advertise and recruit a senior HR manager. I feel this person will replace me. Ay nako, nangyayari nito. Ang ganda ng problem ha. I will repeat. My boss, sabihin na natin ano ba sinabi niya na ano daw, has instructed me to advertise and recruit a senior manager, HR manager. And I feel this person will replace me. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Ito na. Dalawa lang ang pag-usapan natin ngayon sa HR hotline. So you are the HR person. So kahit na hindi ka. So you are trying to recruit somebody whom you know will replace another person. Baka pwede yung best friend mo. Nag-happen yan sa akin. When I was working in a Japanese firm for a short time, the Japanese asked me to recruit somebody who will replace my assistant. It pains me. It pains me na telling me, ang pangalan niya si Felici. Felici, if this can reach you, I can still remember you. Nag-iyakan tayo, Felici, noon. Noon, di ba? Kasi si Felici kumakanta. Ayaw nung Japanese na may taong kumakanta. Felici nga ang pangalan niya, yung saya-saya niya. So, the Japanese instructed me to look for another person to replace Felici. I did it. At that time. But of course, I was already doing what is right. Kinausap ko si Felici. Bakit ay magagawa? And you know, I think she is already, kasi nag-detect yun sa akin. Pero ngayon, wala lang ngayon. She's well placed. So, what will you do naman? You are going to recruit somebody wherein you feel that person will be the one replacing you. And my question, are you going to recruit a person better than you are para makita talaga na yung ano mo, mahina ka? Or are you going to recruit a person that is lesser than you are? Oh, para makita nila na mag-ano. Okay. Okay. So ano po ang thoughts niyo here? If you are being tasked to recruit. So ako, of course, it is your job. HR ka. Acquisition is your job. Sourcing is your job. And then, ano lang, you have to do your role. But of course, nakikita nga dyan yung tao ka pa rin. Where are you going to divide your being professional and being emotional? Sabi ni Jennifer, I do what my boss has instructed me to do since it's part of my job to ensure succession planning. No one is indispensable. Tama ka, Jen. I'm not afraid to be replaced because I know I have many transferable, Seymour, transferable skills. Who knows? My boss is replacing me with someone because he's promoting me. Oo nga naman. Tali-talino talaga ni Jen. Diba? Kasi baga negative thoughts lang si kilala yan ni Maricor. I understand inferior predicament. So I have the heart-to-heart talk with your boss. Kilala natin to. And still go ahead with your function as HR. O nga, as I was telling, yung professional mo, the thin line that divides yung profession, yung emotional. Tama nga si Jen. Jen is very, positive. The positivity and the possibility. Malay mo nga, na yung, who knows, my boss is replacing me with someone because he's promoting me. O malay mo naman, Jen, actually, if he really siguro feels na he's lacking. Mayroon siguro siyang infraction, kaya ang feeling niya, what should I do? Kasi, di ba ako, Jen, di ba ako, I came from HR. I was promoted to sales and then marketing. Di ba? I cried a bucket. Pero, di ba, you're being replaced. Yung tanong ko nung kay Ma'am Sandy, why? Did I do anything wrong? Wala. Tama ka, Jen. Kasi I experienced that. Siyempre, may oras, ignoramos ka, bobo ka, iyak ka ng iyak, you're emotional. Siyempre, that is the comfort zone mo, yun lang ang alam mo gawin. But may nakita yung boss mo sa'yo, na ilalagay ka doon, something that is uncertain. You are ang talino talaga ni Jennifer Nuya. Right. And then, tama yung sinasabi ni Maricor. You have to do your part. And if you ask me, kung following it from sinasabi ni Maricor, can we emphasize it? Do the talent acquisition skill. Continue to prove your worth to the company. Right. You may not know it. Makita yung tao. Kasi I have this also. This one is in Bicol. I can even mention her name. One of the NGO. Then I told her, sabi ko, sir, mayroon na akong boss. Sabi ko, sino nag-recruit? Ako. Sabi niya, hindi ka ba na-fail? Ako pa yung nag-intriga kasi it's close. Sabi niya, no, sir. Kasi I know, I still have to learn a lot. O, di ba? Di ba? So you need somebody senior. So, ang sagot dito sa kina-consult, from a core, do what is expected from you. Be professional. And do your talent acquisition skill still. And besides, the enterprise continues. You are not supposed to be there the longest time. Mamatay ka rin, hindi ka immortal. And maybe, sa life, it can be an opportunity. There is always a grass greener. Sabi ni Jem, in the worst scenario that you will be laid off, there's a bigger world out there. Pareho tayo dyan. Hindi ko pa nababasa ito, pareho. I always believe that when a window closes, a door opens. Love you, Jen. Ay, nako. Talaga para-pareho utak natin. When a door closes, when a window closes, a door opens. Or the other way around. When the door closes, windows open. We look for long and closed windows that we don't appreciate. We appreciate the door opportunity in front of us. Si Maricor, kilala niya. And pray for your boss. Ay, Maricor, love you talaga. I did that. There was a time when I was doing job market online. Nag-meeting kami ni Ma'am Sandy. There was a time that I can feel that she was getting impatient sa akin. You know, Maricor, what I did? While we are in a meeting, I was praying. I have the secret I would like to share. Hindi na secret. When you know where you are actually, stressed in a meeting, ang nagsabi to sa akin is a friend of mine. Nag-ano sa akin, from Bicol. You pray the creed. Yung I believe in God, the Father Almighty. Nangyari yan sa akin, Maricor. While in the meeting, nakikinig ko na ako, pero I was praying the creed. Alam mo, right there and then, nag-soften. Yeah, pray with your boss. If you feel some stress, and you feel that there is something that is coming, that you are, dalawa na usapan natin, anger management kay Jennifer, ngayon is stress management. Yes. And you be professional. Nako, ang bilis-bilis ng oras, it's 12:55. See you again on Thursday. But don't leave yet, kasi I'll have a conclusion, a very nice conclusion. Okay, let's have the second break, kasi 12:55 na. Nakakainis ang oras, ang bilis. Ako naman. Direct will just go fast on the job fair, but let me finish this. Yung ating palang best friend na si Femery, nandyan nagtitext sa akin. Ano ba yung sinabi niya? Always remember the law of the 2 feet. If at any time you find yourself in any situation where you are neither learning nor contributing, use your 2 feet. Go someplace else. Ang lalim mo naman, Femery. Kakainis ka. And that is the open space technology. Oo naman. This is self-awareness. For those who are listening, and I'm going to share this, you should be the first one to know if you are still contributing or if you are still appreciated. But if you feel that you are not, then follow what Femery is sharing here. The law of the 2 feet. Go somewhere else. And that is what is Jennifer is telling us. Ang sabi ni Jennifer is, when a door or a window closes, another window on another door opens for you. Diba? Always have that positivity and possibility. Let us just share this so that on Thursday we can have more and then we share this. A Thursday will be sharing day on problems that HR have. Diba? Pero may magandang ending. Yung dalawa, si Jennifer at si Maricor. Yung pray. At ang sinabi ni Jennifer, I always pray to the management. Yes. When I was in Inquirer, I have that program. Pero kahit na ngayon, you have to pray for management that they must have the wisdom. Tao rin yun eh. And they need superordinate guidance from a super being na dapat hindi masukan in the parlance of ng demonyo. Di ba? Kasi dapat open. Kaya nga role ng HR that you must have support. You have to give a balanced view. Okay. Let us just have the, as fast as we can, the job fair that we have, the posters that we have direct. I will just flash it kasi we have already over time. Can we have the first one? Puzzle box. Look at this. Wonderful. There are still companies looking for people. Try to share this. And there is the address wherein they can send your resume. One Algon, they are still looking for one. Hanggang ngayon, chinek ko yan. Ang hirap daw. Maghirap nagaganap. Then the other one is, this is coming from the Morning Sun, glass contractor. These are for manual workers, blue-collar workers. Then we can have another one. Yes, the Philippine Red Cross of Jamie. Pero yung project manager, parang may nakuha na daw sila. So HRD recruitment at redcross.org.ph. Then we have another one. This is from my student, si Ifel, Harbor Star. Actually, I was not able to update this. They still need some staff sa Harbor Star. So that means, life is going back. And makikita mo, this is an indicator if organizations are already looking for people, that means that life is going back. Next slide. Of course, I'm doing this right now kaya wala akong boses. Evaluating training programs. I have another one tomorrow and then on the 7th. I'm going to do a team building. Okay, thank the Lord for that. Somebody's getting me to do a team building. Kasi nakita niya raw ako na very energetic even in the I'm so glad that Cecil Arenas Terrible mentioned it in the PM that sabi niya, Jesse, you are so positive and you infect me with your positivity. Ganun naman tayo eh. Kahit nga ako umiyak kasi birthday ng mami ko. Next, please. Then, of course, we believe we belong and we become. I would like to share this. I am taking insulin, the plant. I am taking serpentina. And yung boses ko nawala kagabi. Of course, I'm taking luya. Sabi ko, try ko nga ito. Bumalik. So, I'm just trying to share this with you. But of course, you have to eat well. Sinabi ko yun doon sa webinar ko earlier. What is the indicator that you are happy and you are rich? Ako, Marie, nakikinig ka dyan ha. Alam mo, wala akong maisip na example. Ang sabi ko, the quality of the food that you eat. Diba? Tumataas ka. How can you show that you are rich? How can you show that you are successful? It starts from the deed. Kasi I was teaching them of the indicator. What is it that indicates? Sabi mo, ang dami mo naman pera. Malungkot ka naman. Kahit na sa pagkain, tinitipid mo. Ay, nako. Diba? So, anyway, napaiba tayo. So, let's go back to this. I would like to thank Maricor, Jennifer, my cousin Leo, for sharing with us their insights, their thoughts on some concerns. I am ready of three more. So let's meet again on Thursday and let's invite our friends. Maricor, mag-invite tayo ng ibang taga-PMAP. Actually, this is not to copy what PMAP has done, but this is a project of Executive Director Rene Henner. And I would like to mention it. Nag-umpisa ang PMAP na Project Share. It's not a webinar. It's not a seminar. Just like season HR, not even na, yung not so season. Kasi mahirap naman yung mga doctorate na dyan eh. O yung mga consultant. HR, you share your experience and you learn from that. Kaya thank you, Family, for saying open space technology. That's why I'm missing. Si Ami hindi nag-share kanina. Si Leo, anybody can share kasi HR is supposed to be a concern of everybody. So that is why to end. The HR person, the supervisor, or management should be aware, should be mindful, must have that mindset, the mindset of growth, positivity, but the outward mindset. They have to think of the other people. That is actually the start of teamworthiness. You know, communication, collaboration, coordination, we're going to discuss that. But before that, that should be that mindset that you would like to understand people. Tama si Leo. Boss siya. Tama yung lahat na thoughts. So, HR is a dynamic, stressed job, but we have to ask other people's thought. So, yung nagsuntukan, sana nagtanong-tanong siya dun sa iba. Yung pinapag-recruit siya, you should have asked. Kasi, there is what you call na, there is nothing wrong if you ask a second opinion. So that you can balance. If you can see it, those people who are asking for concern, opposite concern, recruitment and discipline. Maybe, which is why, good, they're asking for help. When it was happening, wala siyang support system. So what is my conclusion is, as an HR person, have an outward mindset. While there is a problem, try to get thoughts. And of course, you are the one to decide. It's wonderful that we are sharing this. And it's wonderful that I have conversations with Jennifer, Leo, and Maricor. This is Jessie Francis Rebustillo. Mommy, happy birthday. Just marvelous